Do you feel it? Feel it? Do you feel it in the air?
Hello guys, welcome back to another Warframe video. Today we are taking a look at the Prisma Gorgon, or the Gorgon. You can use the builds that I'm showing you on every version of the Gorgon. So as always, let's take a look at the stats first. Accuracy is 14.3, critical chance is 15%, critical multiplier is 2.0, fire rate is 14.17, magazine is 120, reload is 3 seconds, status chance is 5%, and impact damage is the highest number with 18.8, puncture damage 3.8, slash damage is 2.5. So as we can see in the stats, they are not really great. I mean, the crit chance is nice, but the status chance only 5%. It's not really useful for this weapon, because it deals impact damage mostly, and impact damage is not really useful against the flash or robotic from the Moors as example. But still, I prepared two builds for the Gorgon. I don't think a third one is needed on this weapon because you will not really use it against really high enemies. I think you can use it, but you won't go far, really much higher than 100, I think. And yeah, this is the first build that I'm showing you. It's a gas electro build, and you can use this build against the corpus mostly. Yeah, it's the best choice against the corpus. I mean, you could try it against infested until a certain level. It should be fine, but I wouldn't really go too high with this weapon against infested because yeah, it has almost no slash damage, and you won't really kill the enemies easy with this weapon against the infested. But for corpus it should be okay with the gas, and impact will remove the shields pretty quick. So let's take a look what we I added. I added 4 formers on this weapon. It will the weapon has 0 formers at the beginning, so I added 2 V slots, 1 dash polarity, and 1 D polarity. Now, what you need to know: serration, split chamber, point strike for the damage and crit chance on this weapon because it has 15%. We can use this to get a little bit crit damage, a little bit like Soma, but not really as effective as this on the Soma, but still. Then we have malignant force and termite rounds for status chance, and gas damage, high voltage just to get a little bit status chance higher, and the electro proc is a second proc. And I added hammer shot on this slot for the moment because it will give you the crit damage. We will have 3.2 crit damage, and plus the status chance goes a little bit up. I mean, without it it's 24.9, not really much, but still the 3% or 4% almost will be useful. But the other reason, because I added the D polarity, is because you could add primed cryo rounds too, but on this version of the build I wouldn't really add it. I mean, you could still add it if you play against the corpus, because then you will have the shield removed with the cold damage, and plus you will gain a lot of damage increase. Maybe we will try it later if this is a better choice than this here, but as I said, we will take a look later. Then what I don't have mentioned, I have here this dash polarity. Maybe you wonder, I added crash course. Normally it's not really so useful, but the weapon firstly deals mostly impact damage, so it's a nice increase. This we will have to try it out, but the other reason is I have a rhythm for this weapon. That's why I added a dash, and it's for the rhythm. So, but still I will show you what I would add if I wouldn't have a rhythm. I still would add the dash polarity. Yeah. So I think we will try it out then first, and then we will take a look if there are better options or not. This is the first build. I will show you the second build too. This is the corrosive build. Same build again, serration, split chamber, malignant force, high voltage, point strike, vital stance for crit damage this time, and hammer shot again. Then we have 5.6 damage multiplier, that's really nice. Stormbringer to increase the corrosive damage, and with the 5.6 multiplier we will deal good damage. And that is a damage that we will need to deal some damage against the Grineers and corrupted enemies maybe too. And yeah, I think maybe we'll take a look first at this build here and then at the other build. Yeah, we will start with this here. As I told you, I wouldn't really use it against infested, but maybe we'll try it too. But first I think we will test it against a corrupted heavy gunner, I would say. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. They updated it. That's why I have to search first. I didn't know that this is changed. So I don't know if we will kill him at level 100. We will do pause RE. Let's try it out. If I can show you like this. So he will just pause. Yeah, okay, he's paused. That's good. So normally I wouldn't really need Wukong anymore. That's good, so I can show you. Let's see if we can kill him. But you have to remember this weapon have impact damage, so the enemy will always be knocked back a little bit. It's a little bit stupid that they will move, because normally we paused it. So as you saw, I mean, it's not really that bad for a weapon that has almost no slash damage, or we haven't even added corrosive heat damage. I mean, that would deal damage to the flesh of the enemy. So maybe we'll try against the corrupted ancient too. So I can show you if it's a good choice or not against the infested. I mean, normally you should die too pretty quick. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, okay, I didn't thought that it's so good, but as you saw, it's pretty okay. It's not really the best weapon, that is sure, but I mean, for a weapon with this stats, it's not that bad, I would say. You can even try against a corrupted bombard, even if it's the wrong elemental. Normally radiation would be the best against him to deal more damage, but still corrosive will strip the armor. And as you can see, we will crit pretty often with the build that I showed you, and we have a 5.6 multiplier, so the damage numbers are pretty high. And when we deal corrosive damage, we will deal even more damage, and that's a good thing. So that was the first build. Wait a minute. I mean, you could even for this build here, the second that I showed you, the corrosive build, you could even swap the electro mod for the termite rounds, high voltage for termite rounds, and then you would have the radiation build if you want to fight a certain boss or something like that with this weapon. You could even use it for that, and it would deal pretty good damage, I think, too. Not the best choice, but still, if you need it, you can change the elementals. Just to give you an idea, I mean, you can always change the builds that I'm showing to you with your own taste of playing and so on. So let's take a look at this build that we are not sure if crash course is is worth it or not. So we'll take a look and find out, I would say. Let's try it against the corpus, of course. Corpus tech. Or maybe an Antimore would be good too. Maybe we'll try it against the Antimore too. But first the corpus tech. So shield is gone in a few seconds already. And okay, I have missed a few shots, but a little bit less than one magazine and he's dead. It's okay. But it's okay. We will try out if it's a better choice to change the crash course for another mod, maybe for a infected clip. Wait a minute. Yeah, infected clip. Yeah, then we will have 263 gas damage. Let's try this build, this version, if it's quicker in killing him or more effective, better. Oh, and as you can see, it's really much better. I mean, we spared more than 30 bullets. I even missed some bullets, I think. If you're good at aiming, you maybe kill them faster. So I think we have answered the question if it's worth it or not, the crash course mod on this weapon build. As you could saw, it's not worth it, in my opinion, because you will lose much more damage. But still there are some questions before we finish this video. There are a few options left that you could change the high voltage mod. You could swap it for Argon Scope for more crit chance. You could swap it for bladed rounds for more crit damage. But this is only on kill, so I don't know if it's worth it. This is always, as soon as you hit the head, you will gain the 135% crit chance. So you could add one of those. If you add Former, you could... No, wait a minute. No, okay, I'm wrong. This is on the secondary. Okay, you could add a Bane mod if you want. But you would need another Former, I think. But yeah, there's still some options, I think. This here would fit too. Yeah, the crit damage. Vital Signs for high voltage, you could change it. Maybe it's the best choice. Yeah, I think it's the best choice with this here. I mean, we can try it out before we leave. I mean, it will take only 1 minute, and we both know, or you and me know, what's the better choice, if it's better or not. And yeah, it's better. I mean, we had 31 left before, and now we had 49 left, so much better. Let's take a quick look at the other alternatives. I will show you only Argon Scope because bladed rounds, it's not really clever. I mean, better Vital Sense, not bladed rounds. So yeah, let's take a look with Argon Scope. Maybe it's better than the crit damage, the crit chance. No, it's again 31 bullets left, so it will deal again the same damage as before, as we would use the electro mod on it. So yeah, as you saw, the best choice is the Vital Sense mod here. Only gas, no electro. Even if you lose the status chance, you will have much more damage, and it's worth it on the long run. And yeah, I mean, you could even add heavy caliber maybe, but I wouldn't really add it. I think this is the best choice if you build it like that. And yeah, that's already it for the Prisma Gorgon on this video, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys. I mean, leave a like, share and subscribe, and then I will see you in the next Warframe video, guys. Bye bye.